Good evening. How are you? We got breaking news. Let's get right into it. How are you? How you feeling this lovely Friday? How you feeling? Let me know in the comment. Let me know in the comment section. How are you? How you feeling? Hello, Giwan Hakim. How are you? How you feeling? I'm trying to just put myself on IG and share on my WhatsApp. Um, Hello, how are you? Yeah, I'm putting first of all myself on the internet. Let me know in the comment how you feeling. So we got breaking news, not good. We want to share the news. Yeah, I just want to put myself here first. Okay. So Giwa Hakim, how are you? How you feeling? We want to talk about what's going on with immigration, okay? So we want to first talk about what's happening with asylum cases, okay? We have a case that was decided yesterday. Basically, the BIA, let me pull the case. Yeah, the BIA issued a decision in the matter of HAAV, okay? This is a decision of 2025. What are they saying? They're saying that if factual allegations underlying a claim for asylum, withholding of removal, or protection under the Convention Against Torture, viewed in the light most favorable to the respondent, do not establish prima facie eligibility, an immigration judge may pretermit the application without a full evidentiary hearing on the merit of the claim. So, in other words, if they just look at the application for asylum, okay, on its face, and they determine that this person in question is not prima facie eligible, meaning what? Meaning that the person is not eligible for asylum, they're just going to cancel it without a hearing. That's it. So, when a person's making an asylum claim, they really have to have a valid type of asylum and evidence to support their claim. Otherwise, the BIA has decided that the immigration judge is just going to terminate the case. That's it, without a hearing. This is the decision that came on September. Uh, yeah, so and that's really going to happen a lot with arriving alien, because this person, it says that here the respondent is a native and citizen of Peru. He was placed in removal proceeding, and through counsel to their lawyer, he filed the form I-589 application for asylum and withholding of removal based on extortion by criminal gangs in Peru. At his initial master hearing, the respondent into oral pleading and conceded removability. Basically, you go to the hearing and they show you the notice to appear, and you concede to the charges contained in the notice to appear. And at the master hearing, the DHS, the Department of Homeland Security, made an oral motion to pretermit the respondent application. So basically, they said that you just want to dismiss the case and be done with this person. And the case was appealed. However, the BIA said that they're going to dismiss the appeal because they are maintaining the decision of the immigration judge, talking about that if they look at the application itself, they find that the person in question is not eligible, prima facie eligible for asylum. They're just going to be done with the application. They're not even going to have a hearing. That's what's going on here. And that's, I believe, it's a bad news. My personal opinion, that is a bad news, because we're going to see a lot of cases for asylum being canceled without hearing. Okay, that's a bad news, really bad news. But I'm here to take questions. If you have a question about anything immigration related, please put it in the comment section. Immigration related, please put it in the comment section. Hello, how are you? Sour Music TV. It has been a long time. I haven't heard from you. Did you get your wife to get their how do you call that? Their asylum interview going on? Is it going on or not? Yeah. So we got another question here. You, Giwa Hakim, we already told you need to get the congressman involved. Because if you call them, they're not going to answer anyway. You just have to get the congressman office involved to submit an inquiry, okay? Or you can send an inquiry in writing. Because over the phone, they're really not going to answer you anyway. Yeah, they're not going to pick up because it's VAWA. VAWA, they don't give you answer over the phone. I already told you about this. So, yeah. You just have to get the congressman's office involved, or send a letter to USCIS. Yeah, at this point, you know what you need to do is wait. Just wait for the interview date to come. Don't push the interview, because a lot of things gone over there. It's going bad. Just wait. Just patiently wait. Yeah, with those asylum, don't force it. If they didn't call you, just wait for them to call you. A lot of things are going bad there, and I don't. Mm-mm. I don't. I just don't. I'm not forcing any asylum interview unless the person has family member outside, like their wife, the children are outside of the country. Then we can force USCIS to provide the interview date. If not, I am not doing it. I'm not doing it because I don't want any burden on the person with what's going on in those offices. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, just wait. They'll call her. Just wait. Just wait. Okay, we got 11 people in the house. Please like, please share. We're talking about those asylum cases that are being canceled in court. So if you want to make an asylum claim, you really have to have a strong case from the start. If you don't have a strong case, you are not going to have a chance to be heard in court, because this is what the BIA is saying. The BIA clearly is saying that if they look at the claim and find out that the person is prima facie not eligible, they're just going to cancel it. They're just going to cancel it. That's it. They're not even going to listen to the person to present the evidence and all that. So from the start, just go fully there with everything. Don't miss anything. Okay. Okay, let me see what we have here. An immigration judge temporarily blocks U.S. effort to remove thousands of immigrants to Guatemala and Honduras. Yeah, that's good. That's a good news, at least for this one. Let's see what they're saying here. Judge temporarily blocks effort to remove thousands of immigrant Guatemalan and Honduran children. Okay. This is in Arizona. A federal judge in Arizona temporarily blocked the Trump administration from removing thousands of Guatemalan and Honduran children living in shelters or foster care after coming to the U.S. alone. The U.S. District was extended until September 26, a temporary restraining issue over the Labor Day weekend. She raised concern over whether the government had arranged for any of the children's parent or legal guardian to take custody of them. So basically, they blocked it temporarily so that the government can make sure that when they're deporting the children, the parents are actually there to take custody of the children, because they can't just go and just dump the children somewhere. You know what I mean? I think that's a good news, at least for now. So let's see what else we have here. Okay, this we know that, right? More than 300. Let me share this one. This one was big news. We didn't talk about it, but it is really huge. This one. Let me share my screen here. Just you can't force the BIA to respond. You know what I mean? If there's somewhere that people wait for a very long time, it's the BIA. They have like 4 million cases, and they only have like how many judges? Like 10. I don't know. They said that they're gonna hire additional judges. I don't know about that. So just what you can do is just forget about it. Live your life. Forget about it. One day you get your answer. You know, people have been waiting for those interview for asylum for 10 years until finally call them for the interview. It's the same as BIA. Just forget about them. Forget about them, and one day you see your response. And you don't want the response now under this current administration, because if it goes wrong, then that's not good. All right. So just let them work on it. Yeah, let them work on it. Okay, let me share my screen so we can talk about what went wrong. Because last time I think I missed that. So let's see. Okay, this one. More than 300 South Korean workers returned home after U.S. immigration raid. So a charter flight carrying hundreds of South Korean workers arrested in a major United States immigration raid has landed in Incheon, ending a week-long saga that rattled Seoul, that's country capital anyway, and the cast of a dark shadow over its tie with Key Ali, Washington. So basically, 210 passengers who had been arrested in the U.S. state of Georgia. The worker made up 475 people during the raid at Hyundai battery plant construction site, the largest single site immigration operation since U.S. Donald Trump president resumed office. So basically, they got deported. I don't know if they even had a hearing. Um, yeah, so basically, they got deported. They got arrested at ICE raid and during ICE raids, and they got deported. I'm not sure if they even had a hearing before they got deported. That's that's sad. But anyway, that's one of the story. And I want to talk about something else. But meanwhile, if you have a question, please put it in the comment section. Yeah, please put it in the comment section. Yeah, that's why you just don't want them to give you a decision just now. Just let them wait. Yeah, just wait for them. Let them take all the time they need, okay? Because you don't know how this thing is going to go. So, just yeah, that's what I wanted to say. But I have a okay. So, if you have a question, please put it in the comment section. I'm trying to find out about this news once I get it. Okay, so we have basically when it comes to bond hearing, that's for people who enter without inspection. The judge does not have custody to determine the, for the purpose of bond hearing anyway. So that's what they're saying. And it's getting really hard once the person get detained to be released on bond. It's really getting really hard. So uh, just be mindful when you're out there in terms of being involved in some type of criminal activities. Yeah, it's not gonna work as far as bond is concerned, especially for someone who enter without inspection. Yeah, I'm trying to find another news here. Wow, USCIS assists in investigation of two Minnesota men arrested for funding and directing kidnappings, bombing, and killings overseas. Oh my God, this is crazy. Wow, they got arrested for funding and directing kidnapping, bombing, and killing overseas. Wow, this is crazy. So basically, USCIS is really investigating on all those criminal activities. If a person has been involved, like this one, it says that a federal grand jury in Minnesota has returned 8-count indictment charging naturalized U.S. citizen for financing and directing kidnapping, bombing, and killing in the Republic of Cameroon. The one was arrested on September 5th. So those are naturalized citizens. So yeah, this is crazy. By the way, we got somebody always ask how long it takes to get a work permit approval. Let me tell you this one, how long it takes. This is for marriage base, right? Let me see how long this one took. It took too long because of sponsorship requirement. So we had to get this person to have a joint sponsor. And once we got a joint sponsor, we fill out the form, and today it got approved. Because at that point the person is prima facie eligible for the green card, so then the work permit get approved. Yeah. So I wanna tell you how long it took. Yeah, let's see how long it took. Hold on. We filed on June 17, okay, 2025. Um, July, August, September, 3 months. Yeah, about 3 months. And the reason being it's just because the person didn't have he could have gotten his work permits before, but it's because he didn't have a sponsorship. He did not meet the sponsorship requirement. So basically, the petitioner income was not enough. So yeah, that's what happened. So anyway, yeah. So we are. What else we have here? At least that's a good news. So do we have additional questions? If we don't have additional questions, I'm just gonna stop here. If we don't have additional questions, I'm stopping right here. Do we have additional questions? If we don't have additional questions, I'm just going to stop right here for today. This is the end of the week. Hopefully, we have better news next week. But if not, so I am going to stop. Okay? Yeah. Thank you for showing up. Hi. It's updated. I have no idea. I don't really work a lot on those EU visas, so I have no idea if there's any new update. Yeah, so I don't really get those cases. That's why I don't know. Yeah, to be honest, I don't really know because I don't really get those cases, those type of cases a lot. But if you don't hear any news, it means there's no news anyway. Because if there was a news, you see it online. Current processing date. I don't know. To be honest, I don't know. Did you check the they call it what? Visa bulletin? Yeah, I don't know. U visa usually take like 5 years. At some point it start taking lesser than that. I don't know if they went back to the 5 years. If you say 2019, 20, 21, 22, 23, 25, probably this year you should hear something because that would be like 5 years, you see. So, okay. Thank you very much for showing up. Until next time. If you miss anything, you can just start from the beginning, rewind. Okay, thank you.